team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Coming out with it, it's Whittington. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off to the play fake on first down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
How about that for this defense on the first drive? You want to come out, create some momentum, create some energy, create a negative play. They do just that. They force the INT. Not only that, got a little bit of return, a little icing on the sundae to go with it. Great start for this defense.
He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Moore to the air, looking for an open area to his left. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's low. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got the quick pass. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Ball is loose. Well, the offense did fall in that loose football, but it won't matter much as they turn it over on down. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference in that body.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
It's first and 10 from the 44-yard line. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. With the catch, it's Randall. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting.
He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. This time he's got his man. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Going to the running game. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback, really. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they gambled on their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Couldn't ask for better start. starting field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Under fire. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Moore will throw. Fires it down the seam. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. He's inside the 15. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Whittington. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Randall. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. On the run, it's Randall. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Here's the handoff. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
With the catch, it's Randall. At the 45 on its way. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
There he goes. Inside the touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going to try to get it himself. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Ducks have this offense rolling. Moore to the air. Now improvising. On the run, deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Unleashes one. Got him, and nobody's close. Gashing the D on the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. They're set up.
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
He'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. Moore will throw. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. Down to possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back. And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive.
Turning it on. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. And you want that clock to run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the move. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Finds his big tight end. Picks up enough to get them. tangent. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And I get it. You want to start fast, take the life out of this home crowd, but when you're the road team and you start the game with an onside kick, that is a little bit crazy, a little bit aggressive, and when you don't get it, now you've created all the momentum for the home team and great field position.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
6-9-1, Gators, cricket.
Here they're trying to get it to the edge. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Not a chance. Missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air, it's Manning. He's going to go for a big one. Makes the catch on the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. Finds a crease at the 20. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And he motors Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back looking for help. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40, past the 30, running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Texas! It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Finds his man. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes it past the marker. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Manning. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. who holds the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Using the quick game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Jukes his way for more. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback. You're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. That's caught. It's Peoples. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Oh, they're after him. Gets rid of it. Thanks to grab. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Dropping back. It's Manning. Caught close to the marker. It's Washington. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Pass completion move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Underheat, he gets rid of it.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw. You've got these defenders, they are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Sayin. Moving away from pressure. It's caught. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but
defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some. Going for the big play. Brings it down on the right side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man.
Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out. He goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Unleashes it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Quarterback moving. Pulls it in. It's Moore. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To throw, it's Sayin. Buys a little extra time. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Motion from the back. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to buy time. In the backfield, it's Moore. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Here's a heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play. And you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver and the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Floating away. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Got the 1st down and more. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam, next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Right back to the well. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The gift to the back. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Unleashes one. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack. Because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Wingo. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's taking the deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. On the run, still looking. Here's a throw downfield late. The incomplete.
Good game, bro.
It's a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football fourth down. Great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit.